Yeah, we're improving. The record doesn't indicate that, obviously, and there's certainly frustrations. Frustrations with the coaching staff, frustrations with obviously in the locker room. Because nobody planned on being here or wants to be here. There's probably 3 or 4 games that could have gone our way that were 1 touchdown games and 1 play games in some cases. So. Disappointed some of those results, but not disappointed in the progress we're making. Culturally, we're not nearly where we need to be yet. We got to get better. We got to get tougher. We have to be more resilient. We have to be more committed. We have to keep recruiting. That's college football, and that's everybody in college football. So we're making progress. Like I said, we got 2 more games to play. Got an exciting road trip coming up here, tomorrow morning in our case, and it'll be a long one, but a good time to bond and study our playbook a little bit and the game plan and get ready to go. Yeah, I mean it is exciting. Like you said, like for us as coaches, a lot of our coaches at least, every game is someone new. So next year we'll have a little more familiarity with the conference, which will certainly help us. But in this case, Michigan Tech, nobody here has ever played Michigan Tech or seen Michigan Tech other than this week on video. So it'll be a good trip. It's not a short trip, but like I said, it's good to go play. It looks beautiful on video there. It doesn't look like they have a foot of snow like we've had here recently. So like I said, it'll be downright tropical. It looks like it might be in the 30s. We've been below that here this week. So. We'll be ready. They got a good team. They're a talented group. But like I said, we're excited to keep playing. Well, yeah, I mean, they have a bunch of good players. I mean, that's always concerning. Their quarterback's a talented player. They got a receiver too. They're pretty special. They got some offensive linemen that are really good. On that side of the ball, and then defensively, like you mentioned, their Mike linebacker is a first team all conference player. He runs around, he flies around, he's got to be the leading tackler in the conference or one of the leading tacklers in that conference, and he's a special player. And they're good up front too. They're twitchy, they're athletic. They give a lot of people problems. I mean, their last 2 games have been, Grand Valley State and Ferris State, which are 2 of the better teams in the country. Obviously, Ferris State won the last 2 national championships, so they've been playing good competition as well. So I'm sure they'll be excited to see us on the schedule this week too, after playing Ferris State and Grand Valley State. But like I said, our focus is really just to get better at playing together, be better fundamentally, be better technique-wise, execute at a little higher rate, and then go compete. And like I said, we have another chance to compete this week. It certainly helps, and I think some of that consistency starts in front of the backfield with our offensive line is showing some strides of improvement. We're playing a little better pad level, playing a little more consistent, and staying on blocks a little better. And then, like I said, it gives a guy like, say Miles West, as an example, is a young true freshman back who's had a heck of a freshman season. Miles can finish some runs too, so he's played well. Like I said, there's some other guys out there doing it with him. Whoever's been a quarterback, and that's been a little bit of a revolving door this year with the injuries. But like I said, there's been some other unsung heroes, like Jonathan Noriega is really an unsung. He doesn't get his name called a bunch, but he does a lot of the gritty work and the tough work. Our receivers, we're not the air raid by any stretch of the imagination, and we just can't play that way. We're not built for that. But we are making strides in places. Our tight ends, Carson Heine, and when Ben Hardy went down, Carson Heine stepped in and played really good football for us. So, like I said, some guys are stepping up. You never hear their names enough, but we have some guys to brag about that are competing, that are buying in, that are working hard, and that bodes well for us not only this week and the following week to finish the season, but on to seasons to come. Yeah, keys to victory, and I'm always going to sound like a broken record, but it really, I'd like us to, it's a trip, so how do we handle the road trip? Do we get, how excited can we get up to play? I think the teams that, if we're excited and ready to play, then that'll bode well for us when that thing's kicked off, and I believe we will, and then I think, the turnover battle, that was a key. That was a key in the game a week ago. It's a key in every game. It is. So if we can possess the ball offensively and take care of the ball and have some ball respect, then great. And then if defensively we can get a few takeaways, that would behoove us as well. So that's always big. And we got a young team, and like I said, we have to handle the ebbs and the flows of the game, of the mental game. Against a really talented team here on the road. So I'd say the mental game, the turnover battle, how we handle the trip will be the keys.